my name is Surjo, and in this video I shall be demoing the TC Helicon Harmony Singer. It's a small but extremely powerful tool, especially, I guess, only in a guitarist's arsenal. And we'll jump right into what the pedal does. It's essentially a pedal that provides harmony and reverb, and it provides it on the basis of the guitar chords that are being played, right? So depending on the chords that you play, it figures out the harmony on its own. So you don't have to pre-program and write that this song is in E minor or any of these things. You don't have to do any of that. It does all of that on its own. Even if you play a complicated chord, it can figure it out, and it can play it can get the appropriate harmony. So getting right into the pedal, as you can see, it has three basic knobs. The one on the extreme left are the different types of harmonies. So what they have is, I'll just go from all the way down. They have, I think, around 6 or 7 options in there, both lesser than what it actually is. It has 8 options. Alright, so it has 5th up, 5th below, 3rd up, 3rd below, just the 3rd up, just the 5th up, just the 3rd down, just the 5th down, both 3rd and 5th up, and both 3rd and 5th down. Those are the options that it has. Alright, the button in the center is the knob, the knob in the center is the mix knob. So basically, on the left it has the minimum amount of harmony, on the right it has the most amount of harmony. The knob on the extreme right is the reverb knob. Yes, like I said, they have a reverb in there as well. They have 3 different types of reverbs. They have room, club, and hall, and we'll kind of go through all of it right now. And then there are a couple of other things. So obviously this is you heard what it just did, right? The reverb is also on right now, as you can hear. Switch the reverb off, as in turn it off rather. And this right here is the tone button. You remove the tone and you can hear that the highs are gone. And so basically what it does is it gives a bit of high and a mid, high mid EQ boost and all that. Just there's a little bit of compression. It just tightens the whole thing a little bit. That's what the tone knob does. So you have that and you put that in, and immediately you can hear the difference, right? There's no EQ tweak being done from there. That's just one knob. So that's pretty neat. There's a low cut and all of these things. You can hear the difference. That's amazing. All right. As far as how it works, you can also see over here on the side this white knob over there on the side. That is a gain knob. That also is a gain knob. So what it does is you can adjust the amount of gain going into the pedal. With that, as you can hear, my voice gets louder and louder as I'm turning it clockwise. So it's there. And if you're using TC Helicon mics, they actually let you press the the functionality, like switching it on and off. You can actually do that on the mic. They have special mics, but we're not dealing with that, and they have a couple of extra buttons for that as well. So the way this works is, your guitar goes in here. You can see this. The guitar goes in on the extreme right, and then the signal comes out of the left, and that goes on to whatever other part of the chain you want. And then from the mic is connected to the mic of the TC Helicon, and then the out goes on to whatever else it's going to go on into, maybe the mixer or whatever else you have going on. So that's basically what it is. The guitar goes in from one side, comes out the other side. It's true bypass, so it doesn't mess with the guitar signal. And mic goes in from one end here, and it heads out the other, and there's a power situation. That's pretty much it. There's an adapter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sing a phrase from one of my songs, and I'm going to just go through all the controls while we're at it. Now there's a small thing I should get into before. Like, you can see that obviously when I'm talking right now, the reverb is on. The harmony is not on, but the reverb, it's always on, right? So regardless of whether the harmony is working or not, the reverb is always working. So the way to bypass the entire pedal is to press the switch a little while, and you can see it starts blinking. Once it's blinking, as you can hear, the reverb is gone. So that's especially useful, like, let's say in the middle of songs, if you want to talk to the audience and stuff, because this is like it's a live tool. You press the knob, the switch rather, the switch which turns it on and off. You press it for like a couple of seconds, less than that, more like a second or something, and then it starts blinking. Once it starts blinking, all the effects are bypassed, including harmonies and everything, and you can keep on talking to the audience, and once it's done, you bring it back in, and you can hear the reverb come back in, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start off, like I said, phrase from one of my songs. It's called Melancholy Boy, and we're going to go through the same phrase through all the effects and parameters. Let's see. Melancholy boy. So I should let you know that this is fifth up and fifth down. Fifth up, fifth down. We're going to go through the mixes and the reverbs. All right. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. 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 So as you can see, like, it gets pretty, intense by the end, where you can't even hear the main vocal and it just goes on into the harmonies. I just want to show the reverbs really quickly, just with the same thing, like really quickly, not even, like, just so you know what it can do. This is the room reverb, as you can hear it. Melancholy boy. A little bit more. Melancholy, melancholy boy. That's the max the room reverb can go. Sitting looking out at the world. Take it further. Club reverb. Melancholy boy. Little longer tail, little more pleasant. Melancholy boy. You can hear the really long tail. Sitting looking out at the world. Hall reverb. Melancholy boy. Really long tail, as you can hear. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change, you're as you always were. So I'm going to keep it in like a little bit of club reverb is what I'm going to keep it in. I'm going to move on. I don't want to talk about the reverb anymore. You can get an idea what the reverb is, alright? So the next harmony situation is third up and third down. Here we go. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change, you're as you always were. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change, you're as you always were. Just third up. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change, you're as you always were. Only fifth up. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change your as you always were. Both third and fifth up. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change your as you always were. Only third down. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change your as you always were. Only fifth down. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change your as you always were. Yeah, that's pretty deep. And the final option, which is third and fifth down. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change your as you always were. That's very neat. So the thing is, it really focuses on the guitar chords. So what I'm trying to say is that, let's say if I just played and I went so you see that I played just the one. I just played one note, right? And it harmonized the third and fifth of the major scale. So if you don't play your chord correctly, let's say you wanted to play G minor, but you wound up just doing that, it's going to harmonize to the major. Its default is to harmonize the major, right? Its default is not to harmonize the minor. So on the other hand, if you did you could hear the note change. I'm still singing one note. So you need to get your chord correct when you play this. That's about the only thing that you have to be really careful about. You need to get your chord correct. You need to make sure that the harmony notes, like, the melodic notes of your chord, the chord tones are specified. Even if you play difficult chords or whatever, it'll catch it. But you need to play it good. Once you do that, it'll catch it. It'll absolutely catch it. So the chorus of the same song. What if you could take away the what ifs from your life? I hope it does you good. You need to switch your melancholy for a smile. But I know that you feel like you don't belong. There's no happiness for you, you've known all along. So many times you've tried to shake off these chains. Every time you break them off, they tie you up once again. Melancholy boy, sitting looking out at the world. Melancholy boy, you didn't change your as you always were. But I know that it's taken its toll. You gave up love in your search for gold. And now even if you're found, what good is gone when no one's around. So that was my song Melancholy Boy, and this was my review of the TC Helicon Harmony Singer. Not much of a singer, as you can see. What I want to say is that if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please share the video, and I'll be putting out a lot of demos. I've got a lot of gear currently, so I'll have more things to demo and review and show you all, and your support as always would mean a lot. So if you like it, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment, share, all that good stuff. It really helps, makes me have better days, and that's really what I'm all about, having better days. Alright, till next time, take care. Hello and welcome to everybody watching on YouTube. My name is Surjo, and in this video I shall be demoing the TC Helicon Harmony Singer. It's a small but extremely powerful tool, especially, I guess, only in a guitarist's arsenal. And we'll jump right into what the pedal does. It's essentially a pedal that provides harmony and reverb, and it provides it on the basis of the guitar chords that are being played, right? So depending on the chords that you play, it figures out the harmony on its own. So you don't have to pre-program and write that this song is in E minor or any of these things. You don't have to do any of that. It does all of that on its own. Even if you play a complicated chord, it can figure it out, and it can play it can get the appropriate harmony. So getting right into the pedal, as you can see, it has three basic knobs. The one on the extreme left are the different types of harmonies. So what they have is, I'll just go from all the way down. They have, I think, around 6 or 7 options in there, both lesser than what it actually is. It has 8 options. Alright, so it has 5th up, 5th below, 3rd up, 3rd below, just the 3rd up, just the 5th up, just the 3rd down, just the 5th down, both 3rd and 5th up, and both 3rd and 5th down. Those are the options that it has. Alright, the button in the center is the knob, the knob in the center is the mix knob. So basically on the left it has the minimum amount of harmony, on the right